Good morning, Cowboys Nation. It's another beautiful Sunday, and we're kicking off the weekend without the stress of a Cowboys game. That's right, it's our bye week, which means no chance of the Cowboys letting us down this Sunday. So while we can all sit back and enjoy some college football, maybe catch a few other NFL games, let's dive into the headlines making waves in the Cowboys world. And trust me, we've got some hot topics today. First off, we have Mark Cuban's unexpected mic slip that's been making the rounds, and then we're going to dig into the real reasons behind our disappointing 3-3 start this season. So grab your coffee, your Cowboys hat, and let's jump right in. Alright, so here's the juicy part. Mark Cuban, yes, that Mark Cuban, had a bit of an oops moment recently during an appearance on ESPN's First Take. And Cowboys fans, you'll want to hear this. Cuban had no idea that his mic was still hot and was caught revealing a sad truth about none other than our Cowboys' legendary owner, Jerry Jones. Now, Cuban didn't go into full detail, but Athlon Sports has the scoop on this one. He hinted at what we've all speculated from time to time: Jerry's got his hands deep in every decision. And sure, that's no surprise, but it still stings to hear it confirmed from another major Dallas owner. What do you all think? I'm curious, if you could change one thing about how Jerry Jones operates with the Cowboys, what would it be? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, if you're liking this deep dive, take a second to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Every subscription gets us closer to our goal of 12,000 subscribers, and trust me, we're so close. Your support makes all the difference. Okay, let's switch gears to something we have to talk about. That 3-3 start. I know, it's been rough. We've all been there, sitting on our couches watching in disbelief as we got stomped 44-19 and 47-9 in two brutal losses. A lot of fingers have been pointed, some say it's the run game, others blame the defense. But what's really going on here? Mickey Spagnola from DallasCowboys.com did a great breakdown, and it's clear there's no one simple answer. The inconsistencies across the board have been alarming. Our defense, which was supposed to be one of the best in the league, has been far too unreliable. One week we're dominating, the next we're getting torched. And don't even get me started on the run game. It's like we're a completely different team depending on which half of the game we're playing. It's easy to say, well, this player or that player isn't performing, but in reality, the Cowboys' issues are deeper. It's coaching, it's execution, it's adjustments, or rather, the lack of adjustments. Now, we have some of the best talent in the league on paper, but where's that translating on the field? And how do we turn this around after the bye week? I want to know what you think. Is it the coaching? Is it the players not stepping up? Or is there something bigger going on behind the scenes? Vote in the poll below or drop your thoughts in the comments. And hey, if you're as passionate about the Cowboys as I am, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Let's grow this Cowboys community and hit that 12,000 subscriber mark. Now, with the bye week in full swing, we've got a chance to regroup. I think we can all agree, this time off is much needed. But when the Cowboys come back, we're going to be facing some tough opponents. The real question is, what adjustments will be made during this time off? Will we see a new strategy when it comes to the run game? Will our defense step up and become more consistent? Some of our key players, like Dak, Zeke, and Micah, are going to need to lead this charge, but they can't do it alone. This is a team effort, and the coaching staff has a big role to play in making those halftime adjustments that have been lacking so far this season. I've got my eye on the game plan after this break. Well, Cowboys Nation, it looks like fans have found a new way to vent their frustrations. We've seen banners, signs, and chants over the years, but this one takes it to a whole new level of creativity. Some fans are now suggesting we crowdfund a Fire Jerry playing banner to fly over the Star or AT&T Stadium. Yep, you heard that right. As we sit here at 3-3, just one game out of first place in the NFC East, it's clear that frustration is at an all-time high. We've had some painful losses, especially at home, and now some fans are pointing directly at Jerry Jones as the main reason for the team's struggles. But, hey, who hasn't pointed a finger at Jerry at this point? After our rough loss to the New Orleans Saints, one dedicated fan made headlines by showing up at the Star with a sign that read, "Fire the GM, Jerry." Now, fans want to take it a step further after that embarrassing loss to the Detroit Lions. They've taken to the Cowboys subreddit, and what they're suggesting is hilarious. Let's just say it involves planes, banners, and a lot of trolling. One fan on Reddit proposed that Cowboys Nation come together and crowdfund a plane to fly a "Fire Jerry" sign over the Star or AT&T Stadium. And if that doesn't scream fed up, I don't know what does. Now, the fan was inspired by a recent attempt from West Virginia fans who tried something similar to fire their head football coach, Neil Brown. And while this might sound like a joke, it really reflects the frustration that's been brewing in Cowboys Nation for years. But of course, Jerry being Jerry, some fans joke that he just closed the roof of AT&T Stadium before that banner ever had a chance to make its debut. Others joke that we should crowdfund hackers to display the "Fire Jerry" message on the massive video board inside the stadium. Now, I'm not saying I endorse any of this, but you've got to admit, the creativity is off the charts. Jokes aside, this is just another sign of how frustrated Cowboys fans are. We're sitting at 3-3 after an offseason where a lot of these issues were already pointed out. From glaring weaknesses on the field to questionable decisions in the front office, fans feel like they've been screaming into the void for years. And who's at the center of it all? Jerry Jones. The losses have been brutal, especially at home. I mean, just look at that 47-9 blowout against the Detroit Lions. It's hard not to point the finger at the top, and for many fans, that means Jerry Jones. They see him as the one holding the team back, and this crowdfund idea is just another way of showing that frustration. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think Jerry is the main issue holding the Cowboys back, or is this frustration being misdirected? Vote in the poll below and let me know in the comments. And hey, while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. We're almost at 12,000 subscribers, and with your help, we can get there. Every subscription counts. Let's face it, this isn't the first time Cowboys fans have called for change, and it probably won't be the last. We've seen this kind of fan revolt before, whether it was back when Jason Garrett was head coach or during the Wade Phillips era. But the reality is, as long as Jerry owns this team, he's calling the shots. And unfortunately for us, it doesn't seem like Jerry's interested in listening to anyone but himself. Jerry's made it clear time and time again, he's the owner and the GM. And while he's built an empire that Cowboys Nation will always respect, there comes a point when we have to ask, is Jerry's control the very thing holding us back from success? But here's the kicker, Jerry's not going anywhere, and the likelihood of him stepping down as GM is slim to none. So, what's next for Cowboys Nation? Do we keep hoping for change, or do we accept that this is just the way it is under Jerry's reign? I'd love to hear your thoughts. What would you do if you were in charge of the Cowboys? Drop your ideas in the comments. And remember, subscribing to our channel keeps you up to date with all the latest Cowboys news and brings us closer to our goal of 12,000 subscribers. At the end of the day, this crowdfund idea is all in good fun, but it highlights a serious issue. Cowboys Nation is frustrated, and this season hasn't lived up to the hype. With a 3-3 record and a bye week to regroup, we can only hope the Cowboys come out swinging in the second half of the season. But as long as Jerry's in charge, the question remains, will we ever see the changes we truly need to get back to the top? As we head into the rest of the season, I'll leave you with this. What do you think is the biggest change the Cowboys need to make? Coaching, front office, player personnel? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. And don't forget, subscribe to Cowboys News TV and hit that notification bell to stay updated on all the latest news. Your support is helping us inch closer to that 12,000 subscriber mark, and we can't thank you enough. Until next time, enjoy the bye week, and let's hope for some big changes in the second half of the season. Go Cowboys!